students at Smith Springs Elementary School, the kindergarten class. I got lots of beautiful pictures. Oh my gosh, look. And
Beautiful.
if any of you are looking, they say, my teacher and I are worth the funding. And Smith Springs Elementary School, heck yes, you are worth the funding, and I am with you on that. And thank you so very much for your beautiful pictures. Thank you, Madam.
You are welcome. Councilmember Glover.
Thank you, Madam Pro Tem. Very quickly, I'm going to be meeting with teachers this coming Thursday night at 4:45 at McGavick High School. And the reason I wanted to make this announcement is because we kind of opened it up, or I opened it up, for any teachers from around the entire district. I was then reminded there's only 700 seats in the auditorium, so I think they're really trying to hold it to the McGavick cluster area on teachers, just to talk about the budget and really just the education and the budget as we go forward. We're all getting the emails, and so I wanted just to have that conversation. But you know, I don't care. I mean, as many teachers as can fit in, that's fine. But it'll be Thursday at 4:45.
Great, thank you. Councilmember Hastings.
Yes, Madam Chair. Thank you very much, and good evening to everyone and all of Nashville. It is good to be here. I wasn't here last council meeting, but I am back, and we're ready to go to work. I just wanted to stand and announce to say District 2, we are having a overall neighborhood cleanup. And with this sector on May 3rd, we're doing an overall press conference at 1230 West Trinity Lane at the Nashville of Tomorrow headquarters. And we will start from I-65 all the way to Clarksville Highway. We'll have several teams. And we encourage anyone that would like to come out to volunteer, any neighborhood groups, anything in that facility in that vicinity within the District 2 area, please come out and to support us. We are going to also, as we go along, we will be going around that corridor of the Whites Creek, even all up into the actual neighborhoods. We will be the cleanest district in the city, and that is our push. So we are pushing for a couple of hundred people. We're pushing for over 500 people that are coming. We have some former NFL players that live in the facility that will be coming in the vicinity, if I can speak today. That will be coming to be with us, to help us to clean up, and all of our good neighbors. So we encourage you. We will be starting at 8 a.m. At 8 a.m., there will be several things. We will have a light pick-me-up breakfast at the Nashville Tomorrow headquarters, and also we will be doing lunch as well. So everybody that can come out, we look forward to it. That is actually, the cleanup is on May 4th. The press conference will be on May 3rd, 2019 at 1230 West Trinity Lane. The press conference will start at around noon, and we will go from there. But again, thank you very much for everyone that is within our community, and for those of neighboring areas that would like to see a clean Northwest Nashville. We look forward to having you come out to help us. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Councilmember Van Rees.
Hello and good evening. I wanted to thank all of my neighbors who were able to join us for the ribbon cutting at the brand new Oakwood Park. The evening was amazing. The rain held off enough. We enjoyed it quite a bit. If you haven't gone out there, just if you're on Ellington Parkway, take the Trinity Lane exit, turn right, drive down Oakwood, you'll find it. Or if you can take the Hart exit, drive past Jerry Baxter School, take a left on Jones and a left on Bullock, and you'll be right there. A lot of people have been like, where is this park? And that was a little bit of the whole point. So I hope everybody can find it. Thursday, just in a couple of days, is going to be a very, very busy day, and I wanted to invite folks to join me at any or all of the activities. We're going to start with coffee with NVR at 8:30 a.m. It's an open office hour at Sip Cafe on Gallatin Pike. We are then going to be joining Mayor David Briley as the guest speaker at the Madison Rivergate Chamber of Commerce lunch over at St. Joe's at 11:30. And tickets will be available at the door if you can join us there. And then at 4 o'clock, we're going to be celebrating an open house over at the new ownership at Maybell Carter Retirement Center. And quickly going back downtown to the Frisk Center for the Mayor's Art Show, where we'll be able to see a lot of the artwork coming from the Maplewood students. So the 18th, Thursday, is going to be a very, very busy day. I want to thank my employer for the opportunity to be gone almost all day long. Please join me at any or all of it, and I look forward to seeing you there. Thanks.
Thank you. Councilmember O'Connell.
Thank you, Madam President. A few items to bring to the attention of District 19 residents and stakeholders and the rest of the city as well, as they're interested. So the first I wanted to bring to everyone's attention is Nashville's Ywca is participating in the Stand Against Racism. This year's theme is No Hate, No Fear, and addresses how racism and immigration intersect. Their program is going to take place right outside at Public Square. For anybody who attended last year, you know that, again, provided the weather is nice, this is a great location for that. It is going to be Thursday, April 25th at noon, again, right out here at Public Square. There is a community advocacy fair both before and after the program, so do come participate in that if you are able to. Then the other big thing that I know everyone is aware of to some extent, April 25th to 27th, Nashville is the host city for the NFL Draft. There are a number of road closures, but also events. You can find out everything you'd want to know about the NFL Draft at the CVC's website at visitmusiccity.com/NFL Draft. They basically give you all the guidance on, whether you want to participate or whether you want to avoid it. All the information on that is there. That's also happening on the same weekend as the Rock and Roll Marathon. So there is going to be a ton of activity, mostly centered in downtown. There are also, I think, a number of major concerts that weekend. So just plan your weekend accordingly from April 25th to 27th. And good luck to those who are running in the marathon. Then April 30th, I know we discussed in this body, the 56th Annual State of Metro Address is taking place at the Downtown Library. I know many of us are going to be very curious about the priorities established by the mayor's office, but this is a free public event, and members of the public are encouraged to attend. They have asked for RSVP for just kind of attendance and headcount purposes, and seating will be on a first-come, first basis. But again, that is at the Downtown Public Library on April 30th from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilmember Porterfield.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I did want to announce we will be having a community meeting in District 29 this upcoming Thursday at the Ywca Church of Christ, and that address is 1971 Old Murfreesboro Pike. That will be to address potential zoning change that someone is requesting in our community. We will also have a meeting the following Thursday on the 25th that will be addressing a potential variance for a facility that is wanting to come into our district. So again, on the 18th and the 25th, we will have a community meeting both at 6:30, both at the Ywca Church of Christ. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilmember Bedney.
Thank you. So we have a series of meetings that are coming up on April 22nd at 6 p.m. We're having a meeting at Henry Maxwell Elementary School, and this is to get information on a proposal to rezone a property on Barnes Road across the street from Barnes Bend. There is also on April 24th a developer meeting for a proposed development in Green Trails on Perez near to Preston at 6 p.m. at Kentridge Community Center. There is also an interest to rezone a property on Blue Hole Road north of Bell Road. We don't have a date for it yet. The reason there are so many meetings is I think developers are realizing that the term is coming to an end, and so they are planning is telling them, you better hurry up and file. And I don't let anybody file unless we have a community meeting, so we need to have those meetings. So you in the community can tell us what you think. We are going to have a meeting here together with Councilmember Swope to talk about traffic calming, and how do we work with the planning department and public works to make sure that we can address issues of enforcement and traffic calming before it becomes the need for traffic calming. And so for people interested in attending the meeting, it will be on April 29th between 5 and 6 right here in the courthouse. And so they can watch it on Channel 3, or they can come and attend. There won't be an opportunity to talk, but you can be present. On May 4th, is that Star Wars Day? May the 4th.
May the 4th, right.
So that's my office hours. For 8 years, almost 8 years, I've been very happy to have regular monthly office hours. And it's usually on the first Saturday of every month at 10 a.m. And I just wanted to let people know in advance that that's coming up. It's going to be a pork belly cafe on May 4th, 10 a.m. Look forward to seeing you there. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Councilmember Vercher.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I want to thank all the District 28 HOAs that came out on March 30th for our neighborhood leaders breakfast. I also want to thank Mount Zion Baptist Church, Bishop Walker, and the staff and the congregation there for allowing us to host our meeting there. I want to thank Mr. Tom Palco with Metro Water, Mr. Ali Afis with Metro Public Works, Mr. Bill Penn with Metro Codes, the council office staff, Mr. Slade Hurd, and the mayor's office. We had a fantastic, intimate meeting with neighborhood leaders, and I want to thank all the District 28 HOAs, the representatives, and the presidents. On May 4th, 2019, 9 a.m., 1 p.m., it is again our community-wide cleanup. It'll be held at the Food Lion, 936 Richards Road. That's where we've had it for the last 3.5 years. We'll have the shredded truck there, the Thrift Smart, and also I want to thank our community partners. We wouldn't be able to do this event without our community partners, Sam's Club, Shredded, our Hardee's, our Food Lion. They all contribute to ensure that this event is a fantastic event for the community. If you want to volunteer, you can email me at tanaka.vercher@nashville.gov. Also want to encourage neighbors, as always, to continue to sign up for the newsletter so that you can stay abreast and informed of the issues that's going on in the district. Also want to take this opportunity to invite District 28 neighbors to a District 29 community meeting that will be held on Thursday, April 18th, 2019. I am asking all District 28 neighbors that can for you to attend this very important meeting. It is Thursday, April 18th, 2019 from 6:30 p.m. at Ywca Church of Christ. That's 1917 Old Murfreesboro Road. And the purpose of this meeting is because there's a proposal in zoning that will directly impact our district. Many know that our former council member, Register Deeds Johnson, we've worked very hard in preserving our corridor and our neighborhoods and the aesthetics along that corridor. This is a serious proposal, and I will ask all neighbors, District 28, to come out to this meeting so we can express our concerns as it relates to this proposal. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you. Councilmember Hagar.
Just letting everybody know, in District 11, I'm having a community meeting on Saturday morning at 9 o'clock at the Ywca Community Center. This is a pre-construction meeting where we're putting in new sidewalks on Turner, Dabbs, and Riverside behind DuPont Hadley Middle School. We've had those on, trying to get those for the last 3 years, so it's finally coming to fruition. Thank you very much.
Congratulations on the sidewalks. Councilmember Brenda Haywood.
Thank you, Madam Pro Tem. I would just like to announce that my regularly scheduled community meeting that would occur this coming Saturday has been postponed due to Parkwood Community Center's summer sign-up. So they will not allow us to meet on this coming Saturday. However, we will resume next month on the third Saturday at Parkwood Community Center from 10 until 12. So I'll just see everybody in District 3 next month, third Saturday, 10 to 12. Thank you.
Good, thank you. Councilmember Dowell.
Thank you. I just want to remind all of our neighbors out in District 32 that on Saturday, April 20th, we will have another community cleanup. The community cleanup will be in the Cambridge Forest neighborhood area off Rural Hill Road. It will go from 7 a.m. to 1 p.m. We will have a dumpster there for you to dispose of bulk items, and neighbors are also invited to come out and help us pick up litter and keep our community clean. The dumpster will be at on Bridgecrest Drive, and it'll be right across the street from 1532 Bridgecrest Drive, Antioch, Tennessee. The other item I wanted to announce is that I'm inviting all my District 32 neighbors to also come out to the District 29 community meeting. And I'll repeat that as Council Lady Ywca shared, if you give me a second. The meeting will be held on Thursday, April 18th at 6:30 p.m. at Ywca Church of Christ, 1917 Old Murfreesboro Road. District 32 borders Murfreesboro Road. In fact, we have one side of it, so any type of development along this corridor impacts our district, as well as we have put an overlay down Murfreesboro Road. So I invite all our neighbors to come out. Let's hear what this proposal is and make sure that it does not have any impact on District 32. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilmember O'Connell, do you have additional announcements? You're recognized.
Thank you, Madam President. Sorry for that. I did not yet hear anybody, and I didn't want to step on any toes, but I figure it's worth mentioning that Saturday, April 20th, is Nashville's recognition of and celebration of Earth Day in Centennial Park. It's basically an all-day activity from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. It's family-friendly. I encourage anyone who is going, since this is also Transit Month, to try to do something other than driving, particularly a single-occupant vehicle, to get to the Earth Day celebration. And you can learn more at NashvilleEarthDay.org. That same day is also the Walk in Love, which is a multi-faith pilgrimage of remembrance that harkens back to the march from TSU to, again, Public Square. It's going to run from 1:30 to 5 p.m. It starts at the TSU Amphitheater at 1:30 p.m. It goes by St. Anselm's Church on Meharry Boulevard at 2 p.m. for a student teach-in. And then arrives at the Nashville Courthouse at 3:15 p.m. For basically a celebration of the end of that. So that will be an interesting event. Also, I did want to note the Police Department's 2019 annual award ceremony, at which they recognize citizens and police officers for outstanding actions, will be held on Wednesday, April 24th at 1 p.m. in the Music City Center's Davidson Ballroom. This is a pretty remarkable event, and I hope it is recorded on the Metro Nashville network. I've had one of my own constituents recognized a few years ago for heroic action in his community, where he was involved in basically being something more than eyes and apprehending somebody prior to arrival of the police, which was had long-term effects for public safety. And so they really do recognize remarkable moments in the service of public safety, and I encourage folks to pay attention to that. Again, that's Wednesday, April 24th, 1 p.m. in the Music City Center's Davidson Ballroom. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilmember Porterfield. Again.
Thank you for this opportunity. I did want to acknowledge that April is National Autism Awareness Month, and just encourage everyone to make sure that we are recognizing and being inclusive of all of the people that are on the autism spectrum, and that we are acknowledging the awareness of this month. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilmember Bedning.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I had forgotten to mention something. For those of you that are wondering what all these yard signs are doing along Nolensville Road, yeah, I got some calls. I'm sure all of you have been getting phone calls that have districts along Nolensville. This is something we started a long time ago. Originally, we had meetings at the design center, just trying to find a way to improve the the design guidelines for Nolensville Road. And I just want to thank Council Lady Blaylock for her leadership on that, and Councilmember Swope, Jason Potts, Councilmember Elrod. This is something that came together. Many people came together to try to improve the guidelines for the road. And the reason you see those signs is not that we're getting ready to do a massive rezoning of Nolensville Road. It's just this design overlay that we are getting ready to approve. So I just wanted to let people know that they're watching that that's what that is. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilmember Blaylock.
And we are going to have a UDO meeting, or a design overlay meeting at the Tusculum Elementary tomorrow night for the Nolensville Road design overlay. So it'll be Tusculum Elementary tomorrow night at 6 o'clock.
Thank you. If there are no further announcements, I believe Councilmember Glover has a presentation he would like to make.
Yes, thank you, Madam Pro Tem. Anybody in the council chamber, if you want to join me for this, we're going to be presenting to Box 55 for the money that was donated for them. So, Madam Pro Tem, as you're well aware, you know, with this council, we tried to find some money for Box 55 to pay for the fuel and supplies for our men and women with the fire department, our police, our first responders, all of that. And anyway, we did not do it here on this floor. And fortunately, twice daily, TriStar Energy, they did step up to place. So that's the reason we're gathering right now. So here's a resolution recognizing TriStar Energy for their continued support of Nashville community and its organizations. Whereas TriStar Energy, founded in 2000 and based in Nashville, Tennessee, is one of the Mid-South's premier convenience retailers, owning and operating more than 50 twice-daily convenience stores, 9 White Bison coffee shops, and 40 other convenience stores. And
Whereas additionally, TriStar Energy has wholesale and commercial fuel operations serving 6 states throughout the southeastern United States and are committed to providing top quality customer and community service. And whereas TriStar Energy is a proud member of the Nashville community and is honored to give back by supporting local jobs, causes, and local culture through every purchase made at the retailers. And
whereas TriStar proudly partners with organizations such as the Salvation Army, the Monroe Carroll Jr. Children's Hospital at Vanderbilt, 365 Pediatric Cancer Fund, and Our Kids Center, and whereas TriStar Energy strives and continues to support Nashville-based community organizations, and
whereas this one here?
yes.
you want me to read that for you?
Box 55 is a 100% volunteer-based association that provides essential rehab services to first responders in Nashville, Tennessee, and whereas,
Keep going.
right here.
Just finish it up, Steve.
Where is it? Which one?
Yeah, whereas Box 55.
Okay. Whereas Box 55 is a 100% volunteer-based association that provides essential rehab service to first responders in Nashville, Tennessee, and whereas Box 55 operates solely on donations and contribution in order to provide 24/7 rehab service to Nashville Fire, Police, EMS, and other first responders.
And whereas through their generous donation, TriStar Energy has once more demonstrated their commitment to the Nashville community, and whereas it's fitting and proper that the Metropolitan Council recognize and thank TriStar Energy Twice Daily Markets for their support and continuous efforts to give back to the Nashville community. Now, therefore, be it resolved by the Council of the Metropolitan Government in Nashville and Davidson County, the Metropolitan Council hereby goes on record as recognizing TriStar Energy for their continued support of the Nashville community and its organizations. The Metropolitan Council office is directed to prepare a copy of this resolution to be presented to the representatives of TriStar Energy and Twice Daily Markets, and the resolution shall take effect from this and after its adoption, the welfare of the Metropolitan Government of Nashville and Davidson County requiring it. And Madam Pro Tem, if I may, I'm going to recognize Councilman Buck Dozier, who is instrumental with Box 55, along with the various volunteers that are here.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. I don't know where it was concerning to you or not, but it was to me that an SEC official couldn't read this. I am delighted to be back up. So many of you I've known for so many years, and for that, I'm glad you're here. I really am. Thank you, Councilman Glover. He spearheaded this. Many of you were behind it. For that, we're very, very grateful. He was smart enough to go get Norm Parton of Parton Associates to put all this together with Frito-Lay and Pepsi and Twice Daily. And they're making it possible for us to take care of police officers and firemen in this city. Last night, our driver, who was on duty, made 3 calls after 10 o'clock last night. So he was up all night. He's all volunteer. All of our people are volunteer. And whenever there's a call, they go out. It doesn't make any difference what time it is, and have been doing it for 67 years. Mayor Ben West started this organization in 1952, and we've been carrying it on since then. 501c3, and we are delighted for all the assistance you've given us through Twice Daily. It will be used for the firemen and police officers, first responders of our community. Thank you so much.
And as a final announcement, I would like for all the council members to stand and recognize the service of one of our staff who is retiring, Marlene Fuller, after 32 years. We are grateful for your service, Marlene. Thank you. You'll be missed. You're done.